Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Had a pretty good morning. Drinking coffee out of my mug I got in the mail yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw my community post, but I ordered a coffee with CC mug. It's cute. It's cute, but it needs something on the back of it. Some kind of writing or something, like YouTube or something. I'm not very creative, guys. I'm really not. There's not an artistic bone in my body. Okay, live chat reminder. Hey, Beach Bum. Hey, Will. Good to see you. Shook. Sherilyn. Fanny Ho. Morning. Lisa 54. TC. Mark Denning. Good morning. Never lose hope. Hope everyone's doing okay this morning. Okay, so we got quite a bit to talk about this morning. What y'all think about old Scott Peterson's death sentence being overturned? Now he's got to have another trial for that. You know he's going to get life in prison without parole. You know it. It's just a trial for his sentence. It's not for the conviction. So I was doing a little reading this morning about the Peterson case. A couple things stuck out to me. How Scott, on the night that, or on the day Lacey disappeared, he came home. He said that he took a shower and washed his clothes because he got wet fishing. Right? And then I remembered on a documentary I watched the other day, the defense did a reenactment of Scott Peterson's boat on the San Francisco Bay and how he couldn't have, they was trying to reenact how if he had had a body on that little small boat and tried to throw it overboard, it would have tipped over. So in my mind, that clicked when I was reading that, and I was like, maybe the boat did tip over and he got wet and got back in it. I don't know. I think crazy things sometimes, guys. Scott Peterson, I knew it was likely going to happen. Just happy they didn't toss the entire case. So many issues with that case. Hey, Just Jax. Hey, Kelly. Did I just accidentally erase Mark's message? If I did, it was an accident. I scrolled, and as soon as I scrolled, it erased. Hey, Sapphire. Good morning. Faithful one. But anyways, there was a problem I had with that redheaded juror woman. What is in the crap's her name? I don't know her name because I'm not real familiar with every fact of the case, right? I didn't follow it real closely. I was young when this happened. Married to a man that was abusive to me at the time this happened. So, but anyways, the redheaded juror, she seemed like to me she already had her mind made up that Scott was guilty before the trial even started. I mean, when a case is making headlines like that, it probably doesn't matter where they move the trial to, what county or whatever. Everybody in the world knows about it, It's all over the national news. So it's going to be hard to find someone that's not heard about a case like that. I kind of think Scott's guilty, personally. He told Amber Fry that his wife had died of cancer. Like, who does that? A normal person, if they was having an affair, which having an affair is a horrible thing to do, but I'm just saying, most people would have been like, I'm divorced. They wouldn't say, oh, my wife died. I mean, that's just so weird. Wasn't the first time he had an affair either. Sapphire, love it. Sapphire's your birthstone? Oh, that's cool. Mine's garnet. I've always felt he was guilty. Yeah. I mean, Lacey really thought she had Prince Charming. And boy, oh, was she ever forever wrong. So, what did this guy do? So he's found guilty. So did he kill Lacey and he put the leash on the dog and turned the dog loose through the neighborhood before he left that morning to go dispose of the body to make it look like Lacey had went on a walk? The neighbor said when she found the dog wandering the neighborhood, the leash was all muddy and stuff. This news has just put me in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood too, Kelly. I feel you. I feel you. The news and all the stuff that goes on in this true crime community. I mean, it's just freaking depressing and annoying. I get it. I'm telling you, true crime news gets to me sometimes. Let me go pull up Scotty boy here. Scott might not like it in general population. He killed his pregnant wife and their unborn son. They don't take kindly to child killers. Prison. Speaking of child killers, I saw an article about Chris Watts the other day. I don't even know why they wrote this article. Like this has been said before, but I guess Chris's family come out and said that he's living in his own personal hell. Like that's been said before. I don't know why they wrote a whole damn article about it. Said he's in solitary confinement, gets out like 1 hour a day or something. Maybe it's not called solitary confinement, but he is housed by himself in a cell and he only gets out like 1 hour a day. Still got pictures of Shanann and the girls up. Freaking weirdo. Monster. Um, I sure hope they don't overturn this guy's conviction. Let me just click on the article, see if it say anything else. Okay. It says prosecutors can retry the penalty phase if they wish to seek a death sentence. If they don't, then Peterson's punishment becomes life in prison, according to his attorney. The Supreme Court agreed with Peterson's attorney that the trial judge had wrongly excluded potential jurors simply because they stated they were opposed to the death penalty, without determining whether they could put their beliefs aside and follow the law. But the court's 7 justices did not agree that the trial judge's jury selection errors prevented Scott Peterson from receiving a fair trial, in which a jury convicted him of murder in 2004. I mean, like I said, when a case makes national headlines like that, you're probably not going to get a fair trial. I mean, it's like common sense. It's like all over the news in the headlines. It's going to be hard to find people that's not heard of the case and stuff. Anyhow, when you kill children, the other inmates come after them. It's almost a badge of honor to kill them. Yes. Hey, Red Rhyme. I watched your video on Sydney. Good job on that. Um, that is a sad case. We'll talk about that in a minute. I feel like that guy had his eye on Sydney for a while. Okay, let's see what else it says. Also, they're grateful for, his lawyer said they were grateful for the California Supreme Court's unanimous recognition that if the state wishes to put someone to death, it must proceed to trial only with a fairly selected jury. Prosecutors may not rely on jury specifically organized by the state to return a verdict of death. Well, that just confused the hell out of me. And while we are disappointed that such a biased jury selection process results in a reversal of only the death sentence, we look forward to the court's review of the new forensic and eyewitness evidence of innocence presented in Mr. Peterson's separate and still pending state habeas petition. Is it habeas petition or something? Crap, I can't pronounce it. Well, I really don't think Scott Peterson is his conviction is going to be overturned and he's going to get a new trial. I really don't think that's going to happen. Anything's possible, but that's just my opinion. I think he was having an affair and wanted rid of his wife and definitely didn't want a child. He wanted rid of them both. That baby created complications in his life. He wasn't going to have it interfering with his lifestyle. He didn't really want a family. Scott's mother, Jackie, was married to a man who was murdered right before Christmas. Never lose hope. Are you serious? I don't believe in coincidences. It's probably how he got the idea. It's like Anthony Todd that murdered his entire family down in Celebration, Florida. Well, he got the idea because Anthony's dad had tried to murder his wife, Anthony's mother. I think he shot her, but she lived. So that's where Anthony Todd got that idea. Very Mary, I can't with him. Yeah. And here is another thing. How cold-hearted do you got to be to do this? They're having a vigil for your pregnant missing wife. And you're on the phone with your mistress pretending you're in Paris? You freaking serious? Hey, Kara. Sorry I'm late. Busy day for the school nurse. Oh, are you a school nurse? That is so cool. My son used to visit the school nurse on a regular basis to get out of class. Um, but yeah, anyways, I'm not going to waste too much more time on Scott Peterson. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Maybe we'll do a stream about him. Isn't it crazy how you got Scott Peterson, Drew Peterson, Michael Peterson? There was another Peterson in the news a while back. He had murdered his wife too. What is going on with the damn Petersons? Uh-oh, my dog's going to start crybabying. Hold on just a minute, guys. She's mad. She knows Mark's leaving. He's going to go ride his bike. Okay. Now, what's the next topic that we're going to talk about? Hell, I've done forgot. Let me look here. Oh, Sydney Sutherland. Let's talk about her. I want to find an article first. If you guys are interested, we'll do a Scott Peterson stream and go through everything. Go through from the time they met to the murders, trial, everything. Okay. I saved my articles so that I can find them easy. Okay, screen share. I finally figured out why it wasn't wanting to screen share. Like I'd click on it and my articles would like disappear. I had StreamYards pinned to my taskbar, but I had opened it through Chrome. That's what the problem was. And with this laptop, you got to use Microsoft. Okay. Sydney is such a beautiful girl. I saw a picture of her with some, I think they were poodles, the big poodles. She must have been an animal lover. Says Sydney Sutherland murder suspect did a U-turn to kidnap and rape her in the back of his pickup truck before he killed her. And he knew Sydney. I think he was friends with Sydney's boyfriend on Facebook. If Red Ram's in the chat, she can comment and give us some details, girl. If you want to come up, you can, Red Ram, if you got time, talk about Sydney. Okay. The suspect in the apparent murder of a 25-year-old Arkansas woman appeared in court on Monday for a probable cause hearing where an investigator testified to the particularly chilling nature of the violent crime. Authorities found the body of Sydney Sutherland on Friday, 2 days after she was reported missing. The Jackson County woman had left her home Wednesday afternoon to go jogging and didn't return. On the same day that Sydney was found dead, Jackson County Sheriff David Lucas announced that a suspect had been taken into custody. The suspect has since been identified as Quake, Llewellyn, a member of a well-known local farming family, who the police chief said was familiar to the victim. A prosecutor said at a Monday hearing that Quake is facing charges of kidnapping, rape, and capital murder. You sick son of a bitch. Can you imagine? Let's look at his picture. Can you imagine that thing attacking you, grabbing you, and forcing you to do anything? I bet she was so scared. According to a Twitter post from KARK4 News reporter Mitchell McCoy, who was in the courtroom, an Arkansas State Police agent testified that Quake saw Sydney as he was driving on County Road 41 and turned around to pursue her. The suspect allegedly kidnapped the victim, put her in the back of his pickup truck, and sexually assaulted her. So are they trying to say this was a crime of opportunity? I don't know about that. He probably was very familiar with her routine, and he probably drove on that road every day, if the truth's known. It does not appear that any witnesses testified as to a possible cause of death or motive for the murder. Well, he murdered her because he raped her and she would tell on him. He would go to prison, of course. According to the reporter, Quake is being held without bail and is due back in court on October 1st. I need to write that down. Piece of shit. He looks like a real sicko. He probably used to do bad things to the farm animals. Who knows? I don't put nothing past these sickos. The most beautiful girl met the ugliest monster. Yes, shine on. I think he had his eye on her for a while. I think so too. And he just so happened to have the opportunity that day to grab her and do what he wanted. Sick piece of shit. Sorry, guys. I get all riled up about these cases. It just freaking disgusting. These people are monsters. They don't deserve to walk among us good people. I wonder if he's ever harmed any other woman or child. Hey, Karen. So sad. She was so young and beautiful. Yes. Kelly says he was probably stalking her. Yes. Agree with that. So when they found her, was she in a grave or anything? Or has it said? How long was he fixated on her? I wonder, or was it just an opportunity he couldn't resist? Maybe it was both. Maybe he was fixated on her and he just so happened to have the opportunity that day to act upon it. He was awfully prepared to dispose of her. It was just opportunity. Yeah. Well, he lives on a farm. And if he had any shovels or anything in the back, that could be explained away. But, most people don't carry those in the back of their truck. They keep them in their sheds and stuff. She was buried. Yeah, it seems like he maybe was stalking her. Like I said, if he works on a farm, lives on a farm, it wouldn't be uncommon to find a shovel and mattock and stuff in the back of someone's truck. But most people don't haul that crap around. They keep it in their sheds. Sometimes it'll be in the back of a truck if, they got to drive on the property and do work. But in this case, I think he came prepared. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. I got the feeling it was more than just once that he saw her. Yeah, well, if it's a small community and she had a routine of going jogging, and let's say she went jogging the same time every day, yeah, he could have known her routine. That's why he was on that road at that time. I did 2 shorter videos that explain what we know so far. Okay, Red Ram, put your link in. Anybody watching replay can go over to your channel if you want to. Okay. Anyways, prayers for Sydney's family. I hope this monster gets the death penalty. Do they have the death penalty in Arkansas? They said he lives 30 miles away but works on his dad's farm and buried her on his dad's property. Scumbag. But see, it seems like it's too planned out to me. I just don't think he just happened to be driving on that road and just saw her and grabbed her. I think he'd been stalking her. Right above that comment, it tells the bullet points. I don't know. I don't know, Karen. That's just my theory. I think I kind of have a suspicion that he might have been. Can't prove that. I could be wrong, of course. Yes, okay, I see your comment now, Red Ram. Yes, he buried her after he passed her, turned around, abducted her, took her to his farm, sexually assaulted her, then murdered her and buried her. And I was told by a local he tried to burn her. Oh no. Really? He had to have done something similar to this prior. This is a big jump from only being charged with too dark of windows. Oh, we got charged with having tinted windows too dark. It couldn't have been just a coincidence. I agree, TC. Information. Hey, Black Rose. Arkansas Department of Corrections, as of January 16th, 2019, a total of 29 men were under a sentence of death in the state. Arkansas, okay, Beachman says Arkansas is a death penalty state too. Thanks, ladies. This other mom, thanks for sharing Will's link. Yeah, check out 411 Now's channel. Anybody watching the replay, it's not subscribed to it. And Red Ram Media. Okay, guys. So, what are we going to talk about next? I hope this son of a bitch, this ugly son of a bitch, gets the death penalty. Oh, yeah, I was going to give y'all a little update about Jamison Long. He was beat by his mommy's boyfriend. He died, and the mom's boyfriend filmed it. And now he is being, and the suspect's name is Brian O'Grodnick. He's being charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of child abuse. And I will show y'all little Jameson's picture. Here it is. He was on video pinching this kid, making this kid beg for a drink of water, making him tell him that he loved him. He suffered. Why is the damn mom not charged in this? You can't tell me this is the first time that that asshole abused little Jameson. I do not believe it. When a kid or a dog or anything is being abused, you can freaking tell. You can tell a change in their personality. I don't care what anyone says. You can tell. A kid will act different. Their personality will be different. Become very fearful of people. People that's never even bothered them. Gosh, I get so mad at true crime, guys. Okay, so this happened in Missouri. Brian O'Grodnick, 22, has been charged with first-degree murder in the June death of his girlfriend's 2-year-old son, Jameson Long. He's being held without bond at the Jasper County Jail. Okay, he's been charged with 2 more counts of child abuse, it says. First-degree murder and 2 more counts of child abuse. First responders rushed the toddler to a local hospital on May 31st, my niece's birthday, after answering the call about an unconscious child, but quickly transferred him to the Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City, 160 miles away, because his injuries were so severe. Investigators obtained a search warrant for O'Grodnick's cell phone and discovered that he recorded previous instances of child abuse, according to the documents. On April 22nd, O'Grodnick allegedly pinched Jameson's mouth together while shoving his face. On April 21st, the suspect allegedly pinched the boy's mouth together again and slapped him across the face. On April 22nd, cell phone footage showed O'Grodnick choking Jameson while forcing the boy to beg for water. In another video on the same day, the suspect allegedly punched Jameson in the face. On May 1st, cell phone footage showed O'Grodnick grab Jameson's hair while demanding to know if the boy loved him, according to a probable cause statement obtained by KSN. God almighty, I've got so many words I could say right now, but I'm not, because it's all bad words. Throughout the video, Jameson can be seen bruised, shaking, and crying, investigators said. Police added that the suspect admitted to abusing the boy while recording the incidents with his cell phone. O'Grodnick was arrested on the initial child abuse charges the following day. The additional charges were delayed while prosecutors waited on the medical examiner to release the autopsy results, the Globe said. Prosecuting attorney Theresa Kinney added the new charge after her review of the report, but has not revealed its contents. Okay, so on these videos, Jameson didn't die till the last incident was May 31st. But on these earlier videos, May 1st, throughout the videos, Jameson can be seen bruised, shaking, and crying. So his mother didn't notice any bruises on her child? Why is her ass not cuffed and stuffed? She was the one that had this son of a bitch around him. You can't tell me that she didn't know that he was abusing her child. I do not believe that. It clearly says that on the cell phone footage you could see bruises on him. God, that makes me so freaking mad. I need to calm down. Yeah, on the videos, um, you could see bruises, it said. So if you could see bruises when that was recorded, then that mother saw bruises. She needs to be charged. There ain't no man on this earth gonna abuse my child and get by with it. Anyone that lets someone abuse their child is a sorry piece of crap. They're a bad parent. I don't care how much I like somebody or love them. Nobody's going to mistreat my kid. If someone mistreated my kid, I wouldn't love them at all. That'd be gone. Be instant hate in my heart. Me either, Shine On. I'm going to have to move on from this case, man. It got me riled up. But there was another one I need to give you an update about. This is a really sad one, too. Hashtag justice for Jameson. I'm praying it's not going to bring him back. Even if this guy gets the death penalty and the mother gets charged, Jameson's gone. His life on earth, his short life was hell because of these two people. And I'm going to blame his mom on this because you can't tell me she didn't notice bruises on this little boy. I don't believe it. Pieces of shit. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing I saved our good story with the happy ending for the end of the stream. I started doing it at the beginning. I think it's better if we do it at the end, talking about all this gory, heartbreaking stuff. So, a convicted child abuser charged with murder, he's been charged with murder after his victim dies 6 years later. As a Wisconsin inmate serving a 13-year prison sentence for child abuse has now been charged with his victim's death 6 years after he was convicted on the abuse charge. McKenna Marie Nett, age 8 years old, died of pneumonia on June 23, 2017. The doctor said the pneumonia was linked to the abusive head trauma caused by Thomas Abitz, age 29, on March 26, 2011, when McKenna was just 2 years old. McKenna suffered a severe brain injury from a blow to the head. Abitz told a doctor at the University of Wisconsin's Children's Hospital that he was playing airplane with the girl, his then girlfriend's daughter, when her head accidentally struck a wall. He also told an investigator that he and McKenna were chasing a cat when she fell, striking her head. A handprint on her back was caused by his patting to get her to wake up, he said. But a doctor at the hospital testified during his preliminary hearing in 2010 that the girl's injuries were caused by child abuse. Look how bad he abused his child. Did brain damage. He abused her so bad. The girl's mother was sleeping when the incident took place. Abitz was convicted and sentenced to 13 years in prison. The new complaint against Abitz charges him with recklessly causing the death of the child under circumstances which show utter disregard for human life. The abusive head trauma resulted in significant impairment for the victim moving forward with multiple bouts of pneumonia over the course of the years. Fond du Lac County District Attorney Eric Toney told the court on Monday And then in 2017, the victim passed away from pneumonia, which was linked to the abusive head trauma by the medical examiner, Dr. Kelly and Dr. Collar, the treating pediatrician, as well as Dr. Knox, who was the original child abuse expert physician. Abitz is expected back in court for a preliminary hearing on the new charge on October 30th. I hope he rots in hell. I hope he rots in hell. There's death penalty too. Look what he done to this child. He must have really, the truth known, he was probably ramming her head into the wall. Piece of crap. I don't know. He's a piece, but Jesus, I'm more pissed at his mom. She allowed this situation to occur. I know. I get so angry at the mothers, Shannon. It blows my mind how desperate some women are for men, that they allow pieces of crap like this around their kids. There was one woman that was busted the other day. She had been dressing her daughter up in a Playboy bunny costume and letting men rape her. We're talking about 6, 7-year-old kid. Her own mother was doing her that way. So sick, guys. Yeah. Yeah. We need a road trip. I need a vacation from the true crime cases, the child abuse cases. I may have to quit following those for a while. They really get me riled up and really get me upset. There was just 4 people arrested. They put a Snapchat video up, this woman did, of these guys roughhousing, horse playing with her son. Someone reported it because they were too rough, was abusive, and they've been arrested. Little boy's 6 years old. Happened in Georgia. Said a Georgia mother and 3 men have been arrested after a Snapchat video showed 2 of the men horseplaying with a 6-year-old boy in a manner that seemed too rough. It's happened in Monroe County. Deputies said they received a complaint from someone who viewed the video on May 31st, sparked an investigation. On June 11th, they arrested Rhonda Benford, 28, Trentavious Morgan, 19, Jaquavius Blutzer, 20, and Tradarius Singleton, 23. The 3 men were charged with simple battery. Benford, the boy's mother, was charged with cruelty to children in the 2nd degree, with criminal negligence for allowing the child to be unsupervised and knowing that he was being bullied. What a piece of shit, mother. Deputy said the video was posted to Facebook. They also said the investigation is ongoing and more charges may be forthcoming. Good. Police did not provide further details about the incident. You let these 3 grown men bully her son, and the bitch recorded it and put it on Snapchat. Can you believe that crap? It blows my mind that anyone would let someone abuse their kid and sit there and film it. Hey, drama. Geez, I'm in Georgia. I see now. Yeah, this is in what did I say? Monroe County, I believe. Crap. Yeah, Monroe County. Okay. Also, before I forget, there is a United Airlines executive missing. Let me see if I can pronounce his name. Probably not. Jake Cefolia. Cefolia. Let me see if I can find this picture. Here's the thing, though. They were investigating him. There was a criminal probe, and then he disappears. Uh-oh. Let me get some of these ads off. I would expect you to read anything with all those ads. Okay, he's a senior executive at United Airlines. He's been missing for over 2 weeks, and he's the subject of an ongoing criminal probe. Jake Cefolia, the senior vice president at worldwide sales at United Airlines, was reported missing on August 8th. Elmhurst Police Chief Michael Ruth told Crime Online that Jake was last seen at his home on August 6th. His ex-wife reported him missing the following Saturday after she could not reach him by phone and did not find him at home when she went to check on him that day. Ruth told Crime Online, maybe it's Ruth, I don't know, a criminal investigation was underway before Jake went missing, but said that he could not provide specifics about the active investigation. Jake has not been charged with any crimes, nor have authorities issued a warrant for his arrest. Okay, so Chief David Peterson of the Forest Preserve District of DuPage County confirmed that his agency located Jake's car on August 8th, parked adjacent to the Waterfall Glen Forest Preserve, in an area where Peterson said it's not unusual for hikers to or explorers to park. But Peterson and Ruth said that Jake, age 49, was known to go running there. Maybe he had some kind of medical emergency, or maybe someone followed him there. Okay, so the Elmhurst police chief confirmed that the department had reviewed surveillance footage appearing to show Jake at a gas station sometime after he was last seen at his home on August 6th. The footage is grainy, Ruth said, but Jake was not wearing what appeared to be typical running clothes. Well, someone could have just parked his car there to make people think that he went for a hike and disappeared. To throw authorities off, you know? They said, we do not know for sure he's still at the forest preserve, but at this point, there's been no contact with family or friends. Okay, so they've been searching the preserve. They have sometimes used cadaver dogs. The searches so far have not yielded substantive evidence. Peterson said further canine searches would be conducted in the coming days. The police report indicates that a family member was the last to see Jake at his home on August 6th. The family member reportedly said that Jake, who lives alone, appeared to be intoxicated that evening. The report also states that Jake had been stressed out lately due to work pressures. Jake's ex-wife said that her ex-husband had sometimes fantasized about going off-grid. Uh-oh. They need to be checking into this ex-wife. That's my first thought in my brain when I read that. So there's no evidence at this time indicating foul play. Russ said the investigators have not ruled it out. The police chief also said there's no indication Jake owns any firearms. We would like to find him and reunite him with his family and continue with the other aspect that we have going on. So, what is this criminal probe about? What was he doing? Has something to do with United Airlines. Okay, let me get back to my chat. I can't see it. That one thing. The coffees went cold on me. There could be some kind of big criminal thing going on at work, and someone got rid of this guy so he wouldn't spill the beans about it. Yeah, it is very strange. I mean, he could have just got up and walked away from his wife, from his life. But look, if he was going to go off grid like his wife said he fantasized, his ex-wife said he fantasized about, he would have took equipment with him and crap. You can't just go off grid with nothing. It said he didn't even appear to be dressed like he was going for a hike or a run or anything. Something is very, very off here. It's possible he could have just walked away from his life. Criminal probe and mystery. Yeah, what's this criminal probe about? Leather and lace, say, hun. Was he embezzling money? Yeah, it doesn't elaborate on that. What the criminal probe was about. If he did just walk away from his life, I hope he contacts his family. I'm sure, I mean, can't imagine how worried they are. The mystery, I'm going to keep following the story and see what happens with it. They found his car. I'm wondering where his cell phone's at. Did y'all see that four-year old little girl that went missing in Texas and then they found her body in the bayou? She was found stabbed to death Monday, shortly after she was reported missing. Let me see if I can find her name. I think it's Malaya. I think it's Malaya Bass, to be honest. Maybe not. There's another little girl missing. I think she's from Texas, named Malaya Bass. Let me get out of this. Okay. Yeah, beach bum. They found, yeah, a little girl in the bayou murdered. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I thought it was that little girl that was missing. Let me punch in her name. Okay, Malaya Bass case. Foul play suspected after body found in bayou. Maybe 2-year-old little girl. Um, okay. I can screen share it. Quit playing that. In the crap. It was playing that ad, guys. I don't know if y'all could hear it, but it was playing loud for me. Why is this not scrolling right? Okay. Are you serious? God, money. It keeps playing this loud ad. So I think her name is Malaya. I could be pronouncing it wrong. But she went missing, and then they found a body in the bayou of a small child, um, and they've sent it for an autopsy. A jogger spotted the body in Brays Bayou in an area southeast of the University of Houston that is about 17 miles west of Malaya's family's home. The bayou runs within a mile of the apartment complex, police said. A water rescue team with the Houston Fire Department pulled the body from the bayou. And there is little Malaya. She's just 2 years old, cute as a button. Oh my goodness. So much crime going on in the world. So many kids being abused and murdered. Yeah, she's sweet. I want to pull back up this other. Hold on a minute, guys. I want to look at something. Because there was another article about finding a body stabbed in the bayou. That's got to be little Malaya. No, it's different. This girl's 4 years old. Malaya's 2. But this is in Texas. 4-year-old Texas girl found stabbed to death. Let me see. I'm getting myself all confused. Let's look at this a minute. Okay, it says a 4-year-old Texas girl was found stabbed to death Monday afternoon, shortly after she was reported missing. Fort Worth police responded to the near Southside neighborhood at around 11:40, amid reports of a missing child. Police said they swiftly determined a homicide had occurred upon arriving at the scene. The news station reported firefighters were called to a stabbing at the same location shortly after police officers' arrival. It's not immediately clear where the girl was found. Authorities reportedly determined that the 4-year-old appears to be the victim of homicidal violence. Okay, so that got me confused because Malay is from Texas too. Hey, Jermaine, good afternoon. How are you liking your new job? Yeah, she is a beautiful girl, Verbal. Little Malaya Bass. The world's an evil, evil place. Okay, let me get out of that. Oh my goodness. I need to check in on Carol Baskin, guys, to see what's going on with old Carol, what she's been up to. I've not done it in a few days. I need to go spy on her and see what kind of ignorant things that she's been saying. Oh, I'm trying to find my good story for you guys. Sorry. I got quiet. I forget I'm live when I'm on here looking at stuff. I forget I'm live. Too many kids, too much child abuse going on. I'm going to try to stay away from child abuse topics tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, guys, Thursday morning, I will not be doing a live stream. I got to take Skylar back to the vet for some more eardrops. Then after this visit, she shouldn't have to go back for 6 weeks. Okay. Let me get my story pulled up here first, and then I'll share it. We got a good story about a man who finds his cat that he lost. It's a sweet story the way it happened, too. Let me get to my screen share. Close one of my windows out. So this man lost his cat, right? Looks everywhere for his cat. It's heartbroken about his little sweetie pie. I think that's its name, sweetie pie. So he goes to the animal shelter. He's going to adopt another cat. He gets to the animal shelter. He's looking at all the cats, and he stops by this one cat. And he's looking at it. The cat turns around, and it's his sweetie pie that he lost, that he had been searching for. Isn't that sweet? Let's see if we can look at his name. So there he is with his cat he'd lost. It's been gone for a while. Here's a story with a positive ending. I like how they spelled that, P-A-W, positive. A Maine animal shelter reunited an owner with his lost cat Saturday, when the man stopped in looking for a new pet to help him cope with the disappearance of his feline cutie pie. Theron visited the Bangor Humane Society facilities over the weekend looking to adopt a cat to heal his heart because his own kitty, Cutie Pie, went missing about a week ago. As he perused the kennels, he stopped to examine one of our friends a little more closely, and when the cat turned his face, Theron erupted with joy. This was his Cutie Pie, the post continued. Theron's camera roll was full of pictures of Cutie Pie, leaving no question that this reunion was the real deal. A photo shared by the shelter shows Theron hugging the fluffy gray and white cat. Cutie Pie found his way back to his forever home tonight, the post read. Let me just say, I've honestly never seen a cat so eager to be put in a cat carrier. He was so ready to go home. According to the American Humane Society, about 10 million pets are lost in the United States every year, with millions ending up in animal shelters throughout the country. Only 15% of dogs and 2% of cats without ID tags or microchips find their way back to their owners. This is the good stuff, the Bangor, I think it's how you say it, Humane Society Post concluded. We want to reunite as many animals as possible with their owners, and it's an honor to keep them safe until that can happen. What a lovely story. Oh, cutie pie, you really are a cutie pie. So cute. I notice he's got a navy shirt on. I bet he's retired from the Navy. Look at his necklace, too. It's got an anchor necklace. Cute story. I'm glad I saved that for the end after reading all that horrible true crime, guys. Goodness gracious. I need this good story after all the bad today. I know, Kelly. I know. Well, when I first started my stream, I meant to do the good story first, and then I forgot. And then I remembered, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm glad I saved it now. A positive ending, yes. Gosh, we've covered a lot of true crime today. Goodness, so crazy. Drama, that's an awesome story. Yes. Hey, Carolina girl, oh my God, I would be beside myself if I lost my cat. Hey, guys, it's a good idea because you never know what can happen, even if you got a house cat. They can run out the door on you one day and you not be able to catch them. It's a good idea to have an ID tag on them or to be microchipped. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting Lady and Skylar microchipped. I would get Smokey and Chloe, but they're older dogs. So we just got an ID tag on Smokey. Chloe's got an ID tag. She needs to put it on. It's positive, Kelly. I loved how they said that. It's a good play off words. I do think it's best to use last. Think he said, "Oh, really? Well, we'll start doing it at the end then." I think so too, because I was like in a bad mood, y'all, reading that stuff about that Chinese. Just put me in a horrible mood. I will change my name so it's easier. You should change your name to Fancy. I don't know. Your name just reminds me that sometimes the beginning, Fanny, change it to Fancy. I could just call you Miss Fanny. Well, you may not be a Miss. I don't know. Or Mister. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Yes, both of mine have tags with names, phone numbers, and ours are tipped. Hey, Beach Bum, what was that chemical that was used on that cat that in that article I sent you this morning? I sent Beach Bum an article because she's got cats. And this woman had used some kind of herb or something on her cat. It had like an eye infection or something, and it turned her cat yellow. She must have got it all over that poor cat. It turned the cat yellow. I can't remember what it was called. Turpentine? I can't remember. I was like, that poor cat. I hope that wears off its fur. I need to get mine chipped, Carolina girl. Verbal fancy hole. No, take the hole out of it, Burp. A verbal. I've noticed when I've went back and listened to my live streams because of my accent, it sometimes sounds like I'm saying purple instead of verbal. I've noticed that. Turmeric, it's a supplement. Yeah, but she must have put it all over that cat's body because the whole cat is yellow. I got to show y'all this. I got to show y'all, and then I'm getting off here because I got to go potty. I'm sitting here holding it. Oh my goodness. Hold on one second. I'll get it. I couldn't believe this cat was completely yellow. I get all kinds of notifications about just different animal stories. Okay, let me get on that one. I gotta screen share it. I never heard of this turmeric. It's a poor white cat. She didn't mean no harm, but she must have put it all over this cat. Turmeric can be difficult stain to shift. So whatever this is, it's difficult to get out of clothes and stuff. It stains it. Let me. I quit screen sharing. Let me get back to it. Okay, there's the poor little kitten. Well, the damn ad covered it up. This is why I get mad at these ads for. You can't even see the picture because of the damn ad. I could try to scroll, but if there's any more pictures. Oh, there it is. There's some side by sides. Poor cat is turned yellow. Can you believe that crap? Turmeric. Thank you, Carolina girl. Oh, thank you, Leather and Lace. Well, with my accent, some of my words, they don't come out right. Oh my God, lemon yellow. Big Spoon, that lady is silly, just saying. It was saying something about treating an eye infection or nose or something like that. So I'm just wondering, how did this cat's body end up completely yellow if you're applying it to the face area? I believe this is in another country. Also happened in another country. Oh, I saw a cool article the other day. It had a video. Every day, this woman in her neighborhood feeds all the animals around, all the wild animals, and they're all familiar with her. And when she comes walking down the street, it's like watching Dr. Doolittle. Here comes all these animals. I'm talking about birds, ducks. Uh, I think there was some deer in the video, but they all know her. She feeds them every day. Is it like, is it a spice? I have no idea, Drama. I had never heard of it. Um, Caroline Girl says it's pronounced turmeric. Turmeric, never heard of it. Girl, those ad drama must remain on the stage. Those ads kill me. They always are covering the pages up. I complain about it all the time. The pet peeve. Sounds like us here. Looks like she dipped it in food coloring like an Easter egg. I know it. Unless she ingested it in a tablet form. Yeah, she could have. Bloody pigeons, probably she feeds. Yeah, she was feeding the pigeons. There was dogs. There was cats. I saw some ducks. I believe there was a deer there. I mean, it was like a whole herd of animals. When I get off here, I'm going to share that in a community post and you guys can see it. It's amazing. Turmeric is a spice in India food, also found in small quantities in canned chicken noodle soup. Oh, really? I watched 90 Day Fiance, speaking of spices, and these Americans, they travel over different countries because they're dating people, want to get married, right? But anyways, a lot of them, they have like these markets that you could go to. It's not like the markets we have here. Anyways, they have all these different spices, and they're like all different colors. It's just so cool. I'm into stuff like that. I find stuff like that amazing. And I was, it's just like it's real spices, not what like we get here in the grocery store. Turmeric is the color as saffron, turns food dark yellow. Yeah, it looks like she dyed it in some Easter egg dye. Wonder if they would turn my natural gray highlights yellow. I could finally be blonde. Hey, gray highlights are in style. Young girls go get gray put in their hair. That's in style. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I have got to go to the loo. That's my new word. Instead of bathroom, I got to go to the loo. Um, oh, yeah. Reminder for channel members, we're going to do a live stream Wednesday night, which is what, tomorrow night? Yeah, I don't know what we're going to talk about, just goof off or whatever. I'm not sure about the time, but it'll probably be around 9. I may do it earlier. Who knows? But anyways, I will see y'all in the morning. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, be kind, and peace. And thank you all for your support, everybody. To all my subscribers, you guys rock. You really do. I really have a great bunch of people. Everybody's always bragging on y'all. I'm always bragging on y'all. And I appreciate y'all being so respectful and kind to each other in the chat. Means a lot. Anyways, love y'all. Peace. I'm rambling.